What's up, YouTube? I wanted to do this video because I've had a problem with my Phantom. I said, I believe in the prior video about falling off the shelf, and then when I turned the bird like this, the gimbal would lock and follow the bird, therefore giving you terrible video. And I was like, wow, I just fixed this thing, and it falls off the shelf on me. Really? Bad luck Chuck, I guess, right? So anyway, I take it out flying it tonight. I asked my wife to go over with me. She's got the iPad in her hand, and then we realize, well, she's looking at the video, and she knows nothing about this stuff. And I walk over and I'm like, oh, can you give me altitude and distance? And she said, well, if I could see it. I was like, whoa, wait a minute, we're flying blind here? Well, I had the green flashing lights, so I know I had GPS on the bird. I could let go and it would stay still. And she said, no, it doesn't have GPS on it. It only shows video, and it showed the battery for the Wi-Fi repeater and the Wi-Fi signal. It had no telemetry. So I get back here to the house and...
No, I didn't even have battery.
Oh yeah, we didn't have battery percentage. Just the telemetry battery. Nothing on the bird. And so then I get back here to the house, and I'm not even sure, honestly, well, I think I started digging into it and trying to find out exactly what would cause that. And I don't read everything. I just flip through really quick. So kudos to my wife. She found the problem. Like, wow. Like, she goes, go get the bird. And literally, I remember when I put this thing back together, I'll show you guys, because if you got this bird, you may have this problem, and it will drive you freaking nuts. This little plug right here, the wires literally will pull out of that connector. I put silicone around it right now, clear silicone, put it down, and I didn't want to use super glue that way because you can always remove it. But that goes right here, plugged in here, and that's your telemetry reading. Also, I've learned that somehow works the roll, because now when I do this, my gimbal will hold center on what it's looking at. I still have a little bit of vibrations because it still is a little bent. You can see this is still like just a little loose, just because the roll arm's bent a little bit, but I'll deal with that. Again, let's say it again, thanks to my wife. Whenever I need something, she finds it. I'm telling you, what would I do without her? Everyone feels that way, right? About their wives, I'm sure. So thank you for watching, and if you have that problem, please check your gimbal wires, like the plug itself, and also unplug it and try to give each wire a little tug with some tweezers, because that's what I did. And boom, it was there. The problem, I didn't think myself I would have something that simple, because I'm always the guy that has to replace everything. Just because it fell, the IMU would say, nah, I don't want to work no more. Everything worked good. The GPS, like I said, no telemetry. That led to the problem. We started looking, and there she is. The one that found it. Yes, indeedy. My baby. Well, we know why too, right, though? Because your wife, she knows, uh-oh, we're going to spend some money. So they're like, nope, we'll find a reason, we'll find a way to fix that thing before we spend a nickel. And I'm glad, because I love that way. Because I was going to just get the roll arm in the motor, and obviously I would have put it on, probably realized it at the time that, whoa, wait a minute, this wire was loose. Wonder if that was the problem. Hooked everything up and it would have been fine. A little bit of buzzing, like I said, other than that, working. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate everybody. Bye.